Hey everybody, recently I taught a workshop for my Wail community on how to survive your first open mic. And there were several key takeaway tips that my Wailers really thought were valuable. So I wanted to share sort of the highlights of that with you here today. So let's get started. 5 tools for surviving your first open mic. Tool number 1, gather intel. Let the first time that you go be about just learning about how the whole process works. You want to go in and check out, like, what kind of space is this? What kind of music is predominantly done here? Is it mostly country? Is it mostly R&B? Is it mostly rock? Is it a little bit of everything? You also want to check, like, how does the sign up process work? Do I need to be here by a certain time to sign a list? Does the list go in order, or do they curate the night, meaning like the host decides who sings when? These are all things that you want to know. You also want to check and see, do you see the band members using charts? Then that means that you can bring sheet music. If you don't see charts, that means primarily they are working off of ear or a back knowledge of loads and loads of songs. You just want your first night there to be about gathering all of the information that you need so that you can prepare for your first time singing. Tool number 2, when selecting a song, go with simple or very well known. You either want to choose a song that is 4 chords or less that a band can pick up really quickly, or you want to pick something that is so well known that pretty much any band anywhere is going to be able to play it. For example, Don't Stop Believin', Livin' on a Prayer, Superstition. If you're giving them something that is a little bit lesser known, you want to keep it really simple. 4 chords or less, no complicated bridges, especially if there are not charts. Now, if you can take charts in, then yeah, you might be able to go with something a little bit more complicated. But if they are not using charts, the simpler you can go, the better for everybody. Tool/tip number 3, have 2 songs ready to go. There's 2 reasons for this. 1, you may take your first choice up there and the band may just say, we don't know this one, we're not ready, what else you got? Then you have another song to go to. Or you may be sitting there ready to sing your song and hear the opening strains to your song being sung by somebody else, especially if you're choosing something that is on the popular list. So you always want to have a second go-to so that no matter what, you've got something you can sing. Number 4, give the band the info that they need to support you. You want to tell them what key you are singing it in, especially if you're not doing it in the studio key. 2, you want to make sure that they know the tempo that you want to take. And then 3, you want to make sure they're clear on how you want to start the song. Are you vamping? Are you going with the standard intro of that song? If you're doing anything different at all from what is on that studio recording, just give them a heads up. These players are great. If they're doing open mics, they've done them 100 times and they know what to do. But every bit of information that you can provide makes it easier for them and therefore makes it a better experience for you and them all around. 5, have fun and don't sweat the mistakes. They're going to happen. They're going to happen. I have forgotten lyrics. I have called the wrong key. I have jumped to a different section. I haven't been clear on endings. All sorts of things have, quote unquote, gone wrong. But the thing is, if you keep on going and you don't let that rattle you, it's fine. Your audience is still gonna have a great time, and guess what? It's one performance out of a lifetime of them. It's not the end of the world if something doesn't go perfectly. And honestly, when you're in a situation where everybody's sort of improvising together, expect that things aren't going to be perfect. When you go in and you release the need for everything to be perfect, that's when it can become magic. So there you go. There are my top 5 tips, tools for surviving your first open mic. If you are a singer or a member of a band, or you have worked with open mics, you've emceed them before, please, I would love to know your thoughts. If you have extra tips that you would like to share with the subscribers here, put them in the comments. I'm happy to hear from you. Any questions? Let me know in the comments as well, and I'll see you next time.